Hi friends, welcome back to my channel Heal Lift Rise. My name is Carla. Thank you all so very much for joining me here. I truly appreciate every single one of you, all of your love, support, and kindness to the channel. Today I wanted to dive into talking about your spiritual gifts. I am so excited to talk about this because I genuinely feel like so many of you are experiencing an upgrade in your psychic abilities. And for some of you, you might be connecting to different aspects of yourself that may have been kind of lost, forgotten, and you're, in some ways, it's kind of like fragmented pieces of your soul that are coming back into balance, into the puzzle, this cosmic, beautiful puzzle of who you are. And you're starting to recognize deeper certain parts of you that are very ancient, very sacred. Your soul is so ancient, and there's a lot of hidden deep wisdom that is kind of buried within you. And I say buried because it's unclaimed aspects of yourself. It's things that you have not tapped into yet, tuned into. And these are going to be coming to the surface. This is what is going to be revealed to you. And you're going to connect to these deeper aspects of yourself, and you're going to gain so much wisdom from connecting to these hidden aspects of yourself, these lost energies within you. And like I said, this is so sacred, this is so divine, and it's ancient. There's like this ancient wisdom that's within you, that surrounds you, and you will know if this is for you, because you will also have an experience. You will have an experience, an encounter with an angel, or like your spirit guides, one of your spirit guides, somebody who is with you all the time. You are going to have this really interesting experience. For some of you, you actually have already had this experience within the past week, but I'm not going to put a time frame or a time limit on this, because time is irrelevant and energy is infinite. So there really is no time capsule on when you're going to experience this, but I do feel like this is something you're going to experience if you haven't in the recent week, that you're going to have this really interesting experience with your angel, your spirit guide, and it's going to really awaken this awareness within you that you are always divinely guided, divinely protected, and there isn't a step that you take here on this physical plane where you are alone. You are always walking along this path, your journey, with this spirit guide, this guardian angel, this person that is I say this person, but it's this angelic soul that's with you, that's guiding your path. This person, this soul walks with you, and he or she is there every step of the way of your journey. And you can almost imagine this as definitely somebody who's been with you your entire life, or a big part of your journey. And it's just gonna feel so familiar. It's gonna feel so just like sacred, divine, this unconditional love. And you're just gonna know you're so supported. You're so supported. You're always protected. You're always guided on this path, and it's going to make you feel so good. And I feel like it's going to give you the sense of security in a way that you haven't felt thus far. You've known that you have angels and that you have guides, that are with you, working with you all along every step of your path. But this experience, this encounter is like going to solidify that for you. It's going to really Like, open your eyes wide to the fact that you are never alone, even in the moments where you have felt that way. You're gonna know 100% that no matter what you're doing, no matter how you're moving in this world, you are always protected. You are, having like this experience of life, and somebody's there guiding you. Your guardian angel, your spirit guide is always there along the way, and it's just showing you, hey, I am always here for you. I have got your back 100 billion percent. And you're going to feel that. It's going to be like this confirmation for you. You're going to feel within you that I am so supported. I am so guided, and there is nothing for me to worry about. You're going to realize that all the worrying that you do or have done in the past, all this worrying, this needless worrying, like, you don't need to worry anymore. You're going to have this sense of ease, this sense of peace, this sense of calm within your soul that it's just going to be so much like contentment. You're going to have this like contentment feeling of, I can just rest into this feeling, and I can totally accept that no matter how my journey is unfolding, no matter what is going on, I know that I'm always supported, I'm always guided, that somebody is with me in spirit, walking this path with me, ensuring that I am supported, and letting me know, affirming to me that I am never ever alone, and that even when it feels that way, I'm not. I'm guided, and I'm always being guided on my path. And it's just going to bring you, like I said, the sense of peace. It's really going to make you feel like you don't need to ever worry ever again. And I know life as it is always going to have its challenges from time to time. I mean, it's kind of inevitable with the ups and downs. It's like we're going to experience those challenges where we're met with, difficult times, and, it's going to be also confronted with, difficult emotions, those uncomfortable emotions, and we will have to face that and experience it. But we're going to do so with this knowing within us that, I can get through it because I am strong, and I know I'm guided, and I know I'm supported on this. And I know that no matter what I go through, what I face, I have, loved one in spirit that is always guiding me and with me and has my back infinitely. So I don't ever have to worry. There's nothing that I can't face. There's nothing that I can't handle, throughout this journey. This is gonna be very profound for you, and I definitely feel like this is going to be something that you may have never experienced before. And if you have experienced it, it's not going to be the same. Like, this encounter, this experience, this spiritual experience you're going to have is going to be nothing like you've ever experienced before. It's almost like it's an upgraded version of any type of spiritual experience encounter that you've had with the spiritual realm. This is going to be an upgraded version. And like I said, it's going to surprise you. It might shock you. I don't feel like it's going to scare you, but I genuinely feel it's going to surprise you in all the great ways of just having you to realize and come to know that you are so freaking supported, and you're loved, and spirit has got your back on this journey. So nothing to worry about. You're always protected. You might also be seeing 444 a lot. So if you are seeing that, definitely look that up, because that is a spiritual sign. And I also feel like that's going to tie in to this experience as well. So if you are seeing 444, I definitely highly feel like that's a confirmation for you. You are, you're going to have this experience if you haven't already. And it ties into that. It's this synchronization of letting you know from the universe, from spirit, that you're always supported, you're always protected. There's nothing to worry about. There's nothing to fear. There's just this energy of needing to release fear and keep releasing fear, because fear gets in the way of blessings. Fear is like an energetic block to all of the things that you want to experience in life and all that you want to have, or whatever it is for you. It's like fear is a blockage. And if you can learn to get comfortable with facing fear and releasing fears, as your journey unfolds and as you take each step on this journey, you will learn to master it. You will learn to realize that fear isn't something to be scared of. It's not something to run away from. It's actually something to face, to rise above, and to know that anytime that there is so much fear, it's to be acknowledged, to be looked at, but not to be held back by, because you know that fear is just an illusion and it gets in the way of your blessings and of everything, of the abundance, everything you're wanting to experience. Fear will hold you back because you're allowing it to, because you see it as something to be scared of, vice, something to rise above, something to face. And I genuinely feel that that is the number one thing that is kind of holding so many people back, is the fact that they believe so much in the fear and they allow fear to kind of manifest in their reality because they're holding on to fear within them, because they're not allowing it to be released, to rise above it, and to understand that it's just energy and it's not the truth, and it's not going to help them on their path forward. It's something to continuously, like I said, be faced, be released, you rise above, because fear is going to meet you like every step of your journey when you are leveling up and when you are going to the next chapter and the next chapter, the next level of your journey and your ascension. It's like you are going to be met with these fears because you are rising up. And these fears, it's like they're little tests, little challenges. They're meant to be overcome because you can and will overcome them if you believe in yourself enough and believe that it is just an illusion, and that in itself, fear, can hold you back if you allow it to, if you believe that you're not stronger than fear itself. So I want you to kind of keep that in mind, to understand that anytime you are faced with fear on your journey and you're taking that next step forward on your path of what you are wanting to create and experience, understand that that's going to come, you're going to come face to face with fear. And it's not something that's trying to put you off your path. It's something that's meant to be integrated and to like rise above it, because you can rise above it. And I'm going to give you an example of kind of something recent that I experienced that kind of ties into this fear. So I had gone to a job fair recently, and so it was more for me, for the experience of getting myself out there, putting myself out there more, out into the world, like instead of just always being behind a camera, and sharing information and whatnot with people. It's like getting myself really out into the world, like starting to mingle with people in the world. It's like I wanted to have that experience of being able to talk to strangers who, absolutely don't know anything about, and just learning to embody more trust within myself, but also with other people, and learning to understand that like I can have these conversations and I can put myself out there and get information about, different companies or whatever. It was kind of like this networking feeling, learning to connect with other people, learning that it's valuable to connect, to also network and get information, exchange information and ideas, and kind of pick people's brains a little bit on, their perspective of certain things and their advice and whatever. It's just like I wanted to do this for the benefit of how it was going to help me get better at talking with other people randomly in public. And I've always been very good at talking to other people and communicating, and I'm such a talker, if you weren't aware. But I feel like as I've gotten older and as I've gone through so much change on the spiritual journey, on this path, there's so much change within myself. Going through ego deaths and all these fun things of like the rebirth. And, as you go on this path, I feel like it does humble you a lot. But in some ways, I've realized that it's also made me more just wary of like who I approach and how I, if and how I approach people. Like, I don't feel like I always want to talk as much as I used to people. And I don't know if that's a good thing or not. Obviously it's good in terms of like energy and just kind of like being mindful of who I interact with. But at the same time, I do believe that, it's good to network. It's good to talk to people. It's good to communicate. We are beings of connection and communication. We want to connect with people. And I'm not saying it's all the time, but it's a part of our human nature, the human aspects of us, that we love to connect and communicate with others and collaborate. So I did realize that, this is probably something that I need to really get back into. This is a part of me that it always was. I was always like a big communicator and wanting to just interact with other people. And on this journey, like I said, it can be very isolating. It can be where you're just so much focused on yourself. And I feel like it's been like that for a long time, just focused on my own journey of like what I am doing, choosing, and my own little world. But I want to get back out there and start mingling in the world. And I think that's also a big part of the spiritual path, is that you go from realizing that you've hibernated, you've isolated, hermited, whatever you want to call it, for so long that it's almost like it's doing you a disservice, because you're not actually getting yourself out there and, doing more of the work and being of service and connecting and helping others and etc. So this was a good experience, but I'm gonna tell you, I had so much anxiety going to this event, this job fair. I was so freaking nervous and had so much fear, had so much anxiety like coming up within me, and I was really breathing through it. But I also started to realize that because I was breathing so much through it, that I was also avoiding it in some way. Like, I didn't want to experience it. And I know, yes, nobody ever wants to experience these uncomfortable things, right? When we feel them. But I decided to lean into it. And the more that I leaned into it, the more that I allowed myself to just fully experience anxiety and this fear that was coming up, the more that I leaned into it, the more it just faded away. And then I started to rewrite thoughts in my brain about the whole situation. I decided, instead of being nervous and afraid of it, like how it was going to go, I started to just tell myself that it was going to go well. I started to just tell myself that I got this and that everything's going to be great. And, obviously, for me, it wasn't what I thought it was going to be, but I did get to talk to a couple people, and it did help me and make me feel so good about doing that just by talking to somebody. It made me feel good that I could do that and I could interact and just have a conversation with somebody so random, don't know them, complete stranger, and it gave me a lot of confidence and a lot of, it was like a different experience. I felt like I needed that. Even though I wasn't totally interested in the jobs that were there, for me, it was about the experience. I wanted to do this for myself, to prove to myself that I could go somewhere, be in a completely like, it's like completely like out of your comfort zone, right? I wanted to experience that. I wanted to experience being completely out of my comfort zone and just like move in the way that I wanted to move, and just kind of put myself out there and show to myself that I could do it, and that and I did. And it was a good, like I said, it was a good experience for me. This ties into what I'm talking about with the whole fear of allowing ourselves to get past the fear, and this initial fear that's going to come up every time we step out of our comfort zone, every time we are challenged and being challenged to move forward or to do something, go in a different direction, something completely out of the ordinary. We're going to always be challenged, and fear is going to come up and meet us there. And it's about really allowing yourself to just feel that feeling, but then realize that it's going to go away, and you get to tell yourself and like program yourself how you want to feel and experience the feeling of what you want to experience, and create it as you want to experience it. Because that's the ultimate key, is being able to create the experiences we want to have by feeling a different feeling, but also at the same time, simultaneously, allowing whatever is coming up to just allow it to come up. Lean into it, it dissipates. So yeah, this is something that I feel we're all kind of moving and integrating away from, but this is collectively, yes, it's a challenge, but fear has been a program that's been so it's like so outdated, like our collective consciousness is continuously and wanting to expand and to elevate, and we are elevating beyond that. There are obviously so many that are kind of stuck in that energy of fear, but this is what's being released. So understand, when you experience like a wave or a surge of fear out of nowhere, or in just different times, spaces, when you are met with certain challenges, things you're doing out of the ordinary, understand that this is clearing, that this energy is coming up. It's going to feel like it's testing you, but know that this isn't who you are. It's an energy that's coming up. Yes, it's uncomfortable, but if you lean into it and allow it to just kind of move through you, that's what it's going to do. It's just wanting to be released. It's wanting to be felt, acknowledged, and just moved through you. Okay? And it's not who you are. It's not defining you. It's not your story. But you can allow the energy to come to just move through you, because that's what is wanting to happen. And it's clearing out. It's making space for new energy, for this new you that is emerging, and and all these new steps and this action that you're taking towards what you are wanting to experience. It's just clearing out that energy. It's clearing out the clutter, essentially. I don't know why I'm being given that analogy, but it's like, when you have clutter in the closet, when you have like all this stagnant stuff that's just sitting there, and it's like the same within your body, your energetic field. It's like this energy is just stagnant. This fear is just sitting there. It's not doing you any good. It's actually not beneficial, but it's coming up so it could be released, and it's just wanting to be released. In the same way we have the clutter in the closet that just wants to be cleared out. It just wants to be moved. The energy you're always going to feel when things need to change. And it within yourself first before your logical mind can even think that that's what needs to happen. You're going to feel it. Just like when you feel and you look around your house, when it feels, oh, this doesn't feel right. Like this needs to change, or you just feel like something is off, because you feel it first. You feel it. Energy doesn't lie. You feel it first, and you're going to know there needs to be a change because of how you are feeling. So anyways, I hope in some way this video helped you, and if it reached you, I know that there was something in it for you, and I hope that you got a lot out of it, gave you a different perspective. And if it did, I would love for you to like, share the video. It also helps give me feedback too, on my videos and the content that I create here and what I share. So yeah, I really, really would appreciate it. And I always am thankful in all the ways that you support my channel and my work. It means a lot to me. So until next time, my friends, take very, very good care. I love you all so very much. Bye for now.